I'm one of those people who for a long time denounced her, but I think the whole point of this channel, well, one of the points of this channel is to look at stuff in a new light and look at it in a different way and end up appreciating it a little bit more. Without further ado, LOML by Taylor Swift. We're going to be listening to Taylor Swift, something different for the channel. I haven't done one on YouTube yet. So here we go. LOML by Taylor Swift. Words are hard, guys. Here we go.
Who's gonna stop us from waltzing back into rekindled flames? If we know the steps anyway, we embroidered the memories of the time I was away. Stitching, we were just kids, babe. I said I don't mind, it takes time. I thought I was better safe than starry-eyed. I felt a glow like this, never before and never since. If you know it in one.
Okay, sorry. Before we get into the what sounds like it's going to be the chorus, let's talk about everything, how everything flows together by breaking it down. We have the piano here. I'm going to guess just by ear here, and I don't know what key it's in. We talked about the circle of fifths before, which is kind of like the basis of how chord progressions are written, but it sounds like a basic 1-1-6-2-5-1, right? So if I go to the beginning here, and this is all just played on piano. Actually, I think I screwed that up. So it goes back to the, excuse me, I'm not on my game today, but essentially it's just a circle of fifths, 6-2-5-1. The 6 is the, we talked about half cadence in one of the other videos, but 6 is the half cadence to the 2, which is the half cadence to the 5, which is the half cadence to the 1. Basically what that means is they all are resolving to the best chord, to the next best chord. So if I could show you the circle of fifths, which I'll do in a second here. Right, so in the key of C major, we have D, which is the 2, G, which is the 5, C, which is the 1, right? So I'm saying here that we have where it's going 6-2-5-1. Circle of fifths here. And why it's called a circle of fifths? Well, the A is the fifth of the D, which is the fifth of the G, which is the fifth of the C. So that's how the circle of fifths works. It says circle of fifths is a way of organizing pitches as a sequence of perfect fifths, which when music started was actually a no-no, but has become kind of the basis of writing music. But essentially, it's very common for pop songs, especially slower ones, to be in that kind of sequence, right? 6-2-5-1, 6-2-5-1. There's sometimes variation, but that's where we're at. But I digress. Let's continue. In fact, we're going to start over and I'm not going to stop it until after at least after the chorus. This is going 6, 2, 5, 5, 1, or 6, excuse me. So, not necessarily a circle of fifths, but close.
Who's gonna stop us from waltzing back into rekindled flames? If we know the steps anyway, we embroidered the memories of the time I was away. Stitching, we were just kids, babe. I said I don't mind, it takes time. I thought I was safe than starry-eyed.
We have a change in progression here.
Like this, never before and never since. If you know it in one glimpse, it's legendary. You and I go from one kiss to getting married, still alive, killing time at the cemetery, never quite buried in your suit and tie.
Okay, so now that I heard it, I'm pretty sure it's in C. Let me, hold on. You're not gonna be able to hear it. Actually, you might. You might. I can't. Okay. I am not tuned. I am really not tuned. Yikes. I'm gonna guess. That's the C. So that's, yeah, it's in the key of C. In the key of C. I'm so out of tune. And then I think it goes to, what did I say? If it's a circle of fifths, it would be the 6, which is A. Oof. Okay. It's not what I said, but now that I've heard it, it's going 1, so the C, 6, the A minor, 5, the G, 5, the G. So that's the verse. And then we have the chorus. Let's see.
Go from one kiss to getting married, still alive, killing time at the cemetery, never quite buried in your suit and tie.
Yeah, the chorus is the same. So we're talking about the second half of the verse, I think. Thank you.
Embroidered the memories of the time I was away, stitching we
This is the part.
just kids, babe. I said I don't mind, it takes time. I thought I was better safe than starry-eyed. I felt a glow like this, never before and never since.
So it's hard on the piano specifically because, especially when you're staying in this key, a lot of the chords have the same notes. But I think that switched over to an F chord, which is a 4. So that second half, it's going 4, 4, 6, 5, 5, something like that. So a little bit of a change there, but not too bad. Let's keep going now.
Know it in one glimpse, it's legendary. You and I go from one kiss to getting married, still alive, killing time at the cemetery, never quite buried in your suit and tie. In the nick of time, you low down boy, you stand up guy, you Holy Ghost, you told me I'm the love of your life. You said I'm the love of your life. About 1,000,000 times.
Am I hearing a guitar? Acoustic guitar?
Holy Ghost, you told me I
Definitely bass happening in the chorus right here.
life. You said I'm the love of your life.
Yeah, there's an acoustic guitar playing the same thing the piano is.
About 1,000,000 times. Who's gonna tell me the truth when you blew in with the winds of fate and told me I reformed you when your impressionist paintings of heaven turned out to be fakes? Well, you took me to hell too, and all at once the ink bleeds. A con man sells a fool a get love quick scheme. But I felt a hole like this, never before and ever since.
Pretty much the same there for the chords. I want to talk about the lyrics a little bit because I feel like whilst it's a commonality of Taylor Swift's songs to be about love, heartbreak, and relationships, that doesn't mean that it's not like what do you call it? That doesn't mean it doesn't resonate with people. I don't want to go back too far. Let me pull it up. Hold on. So the second verse, who's gonna tell me the truth when you who's gonna tell me the truth when you blew in with the winds of fate and told me I reformed you, right? Basically saying like, you're telling me that I made you a better person, but who's going to tell me that you're lying? When your impressionist paintings of heaven turned out to be fakes, well, you took me to hell too, right? Pretending to be this self-righteous person or this, this positive person, this good person, when really, they weren't, and they're bringing them down with you. All at once, the ink bleeds, the con man sells a fool, a get love quick scheme. Basically was able to allow her to fall in love quickly, pretending to be somebody they're not. But I felt a hole like this never before and ever since. Never felt like this before and hasn't ever since. Worst feeling they felt, right? So it makes sense. I think we've all had that one, I would say, love interest that kind of broke us for a while, if not permanently. Just how it rolls sometimes. So the chorus is, if you know it in one glimpse, it's legendary. What we thought was for all time was momentary. Still alive, killing time at the cemetery, never quite. What we thought was for all time was momentary. That line particularly, I feel like, is really substantial. I feel like a lot of times when we're in relationships, right, especially in the moment, I feel like we are very much so in this state of like, culturally speaking, society speaking, everyone talks about, going all in for this person and making sure that you're there for the other person, that you're willing to commit. You're willing to all these things. So we do that. We think about the future. We think about permanency with this person that we really love and really enjoy. If there's other things like, for instance, kids or home and things like that aren't really part of that relationship, I feel like if that relationship does end, after a certain amount of time, it really was only a moment in your life. So I think that line hits, right? In the moment, this seems like it's going to be a forever thing. And even right after a breakup, we're like, man, this is going to hurt me forever. But looking back 10 years, 15 years down the line, it really was only a moment in time. Did it help you grow? Yes, but it really wasn't only a moment in time. So that line specifically, I think I resonate with a lot.
To be fakes, well, you took me to hell too, and all at once, the ink bleeds. A con man sells a fool, a get love quick scheme. But I felt a hole like this.
Let's see if there's any chord progression changes.
And ever since, if you know it in one glimpse, it's legendary. What we thought was for all time was momentary. Still alive, killing time at the cemetery, never quite buried. You cinephile in black and white, all those plot twists and dynamite.
You cinephile in black and white, all those plot twists in black and white, right? All those plot twists and dynamite, excuse me. Trying to make this out to be like a movie, playing games, twisting everything one way to suit you.
All those plot twists and dynamite. Mr. Steal your girl, then make her cry. He said, I'm the love of your life.
Steal your girl, then make her cry. That I'm the love of your life.
You shit talked me under the table, talking rings and talking cradles. I wish I could unrecall how we almost had it all. Dancing phantoms on the terrace, are they secondhand embarrassed that I can't get out of bed? Cause something counterfeit's dead.
So there was a change there. Doni Pedrosa, if you would like to put in a request, there's a link at the top you can follow and put in your request that way, and I'd be glad to go ahead and do that for you. So there was a change there at the bridge. It sounded like it went into, instead of playing the I already forgot what the chord progression was. Instead of playing the A minor, which is the 6, it went to the 2 instead. So that would be D minor. I think that's right. So it was a 2 to a 1 to a 4. What am I doing? To a 4 to the 5, and then back to the 2. So again, sticking with kind of, so the 1 in the major key, the 1, the 4, the 5 and the 3 are all dominant chords. So kind of sticking in that realm and then mixing in the 2 there to have a less dominant chord. I'm curious to know what the stories are the theories are, excuse me, so we can talk about it. But yeah, just a little switch there. Change one of the chords, change the A minor to D minor. Gives it that extra like resolve and kind of tonality shift there a little bit.
Rings and talking cradles, I wish I could unrecall how
The G chord,
almost had it all.
D minor,
Phantoms on the terrace, are they
C,
second-hand embarrassed that I
F,
can't get out of bed? 'Cause some
G,
counterfeit
5,
is dead.
1.
It was legendary.
Here a little bit of some type of string instrument,
It was
maybe a cello.
momentary. It was unnecessary. Should have let it stay buried. Oh, what a valiant roar. What a bland goodbye. The coward claimed he was a lion. I'm combing through the braids of lies. I'll never leave, never mind. Our field of dreams engulfed in fire. Your arsons match your somber eyes, and I'll still see it until I die. You're the loss of my life.
The loss of my life. See, it's that one that got away. I want to talk about though, this ending here kind of culminates into the ultimate buildup in terms of this song, right? We have the cello coming in, really low cello actually towards the end, and then we have some more section, and we have some harmonies and stuff that are building on top, that are layered on top, right? Most of this has just been the piano with some guitar and bass on it and her vocals. That's been the most of it. But now we have the like I said, the strings, we have the layering of her vocals, and everything else, the guitar, the piano, the bass, kind of all coming to this outro, this end here.
Arsons match your somber
Background vocals,
and I'll still see it until I die. You're the loss of my life.
letting that piano chord ring out. Elena, how are you? Hello, welcome into the stream. There's another slow song like this on the album that really does seem to be about Joe. Some of the thing most of the album is about, man. I mean, I'm not a Swiftie, so like I don't know much about her relationships at all. Honestly, as somebody who likes to have a little bit of a private life, I don't want to speculate because it honestly doesn't really matter to me, if that makes sense. But sure. I think at some point, how old is she right now? Isn't she like 35, 36? She's like my age. She's right around my age.